Hello everybody, this is PotterBrony and welcome to another blind reaction of Death Battle. This time we have Natsu versus Ace, Fairytail versus One Piece. Okay, going into this, I'm going to make a prediction. In my opinion, Natsu would win this one. Based on the sole information I know, both of them are fire users. The sole little bit of information about Ace that I know is that, yeah, he is a fire user, he generates flames, he attacks with fire. I guess he ate like a fire fruit or something. Not all too familiar with One Piece, but I know the general stuff about it. But the thing with Natsu has been pointed out to me, and as I do remember, I just wasn't sure before, but yeah, the thing with Natsu is that he eats fire. It makes him stronger, so all fire except for his own will make him stronger. He'll be able to just digest it, eat it, and fire back with much more power. Now, I'm not sure what kind of resistance Ace has to fire. And he uses it, so there's got to be something there. But I'm going to say now, before I watch anything, before I watch the explanation of the characters, gonna cast my vote in favor of Natsu. We'll see once they go through everything what I think then, but for now, I'm going to say Natsu. So let's just get it started, see what it has in store for us. And starting the video in 3, 2, 1, and go.
Hey Mark. Hey Mr. J. So I'm doing all this merch marketing.
Ah, it's this guy again.
Very awesome Death Battle t-shirts. Can get kind of stressful. So we added some new office amenities that I think will help take the edge off. Like the new office jacuzzi.
Shit, no thanks. You ever smelled a wet sloth before?
Alright, maybe a relaxing massage then.
Yeah, I got a fair hands.
Alright, how about a nice hot sauna?
I don't get why they're trying to eat him.
It's a fucking toast oven, Chad.
Mark Slothman, and now I got the sexiest shirt in the market, Death Battle shirts. You wear this, you're gonna find yourself in a sex battle. I don't know what that is, but I know you'll love it, okay?
Sounds awesome.
Link below and buy this shirt, or they're gonna eat me.
Whatever. Okay, here we go.
In ancient times, the Greeks believed everything to be made of 4 elements: earth, air, water, and the most difficult to control, fire.
But these two combatants have mastered the art of playing with fire. Natsu Dragneel, the Dragon Slayer Mage of the Fairytail Guild.
And Portgas D. Ace, the feared pirate known as Fire Fist.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Alright, let's see.
In his infancy,
Natsu first.
Dragneel was a pretty normal child living in a pretty normal village.
And then a bunch of dragons toasted the town and killed everybody, including him. The end.
Almost. Fortunately, Natsu's older brother, Zeref, survived. Horrified by the violent fate of his family, Zeref desperately sought a way to revive Natsu. Eventually, he discovered the connections between life, death, and magic, and became obsessed.
And so he became the most
Naturally
evil and powerful mage ever, cursed to live forever and ruin everyone's lives. But everything worked out, I guess, because he brought Natsu back. Just one catch, Natsu had to be revived as a demon, though this gave him the potential to become even more powerful than Zeref.
Unfortunately, Zeref had become incredibly dangerous to be around. Fearing for his brother's safety, he left Natsu in the care of his friend Igniel, who just so happened to be the Fire Dragon King.
Natsu got adopted by a freaking dragon. Kinda weird since the dragon killed him in the first place and his family, but whatever. Dragon Dad ended up teaching the
it's all good.
Natsu Dragon Slayer magic, a school of mystical martial arts developed specifically to kill dragons. Wait, man, it's really back and forth with
Try to
these
figure
dragons.
that one out.
Regardless, Igniel eagerly accepted
whatever,
his role
just
as adopted father.
look past it.
He taught Natsu how to read, write, and fight. But then when Natsu came of age, Igniel suddenly sent him through a time machine and poof! Before he knew it, Natsu was trapped 400 years in the future and abandoned by the only father figure he ever really knew.
I know that feel, little buddy. I know that feel.
Of course, it was all part of Igniel's plan to save the world, but at the time Natsu didn't know that. Fortunately, it wasn't long before he found a new home and family among the mercenaries of the Fairytail Guild.
Yeah, turns out being a demon trained by a goddamn dragon made Natsu pretty effective as a bounty hunter.
Natsu possesses superhuman speed, impressive strength, and unbelievable durability. He has superior senses, such as sight and smell, along with a mastery of hand-to-hand combat.
I have to get back to watching this show.
That up with his
Forgot
fire
where I
dragon
was.
Slayer magic, and you got one fiery cocktail.
I had heard this
that'll
stuff
knock
before,
just about
but
anybody on
let's see
their
if there's
ass.
anything new
As
I
the
don't
name
know about
suggests,
Natsu.
Fire Dragon Slayer magic revolves around conjuring and manipulating fire. A prime example would be Natsu's signature move, the Fire Dragon's Roar.
Where he literally shoots fire from his mouth.
Or he can engulf his hand in flames for the devastating Fire Dragon's Iron Fist.
You know, we're gonna be saying fire a lot this episode.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Natsu has well over 24 different ways to incorporate fire into his martial arts, but his real strength comes from a move nobody ever really expects.
Yeah.
Right, eating fire.
Fire!
Like all mages in the Fairytail world, Natsu has a limited pool of magic, but consuming fire actually replenishes it. Not only that, he can consume a few different types of elemental magic as well, including lightning.
Talk about a shocking appetite. And because this is anime, eating lightning gives Natsu access to an all-new form, Lightning Fire Dragon. With this, Natsu's abilities are enhanced
course.
with electricity, giving him a brand new element of power.
To increase his fire abilities, Natsu can enter Dragon Force. This greatly increases his Dragon Slayer magic and physical prowess, bringing Natsu closer to the strength of a full-grown dragon.
He's even starting to look like a dragon now. You think that's like an awful traumatic reminder when he looks at himself?
But when his Dragon Slayer abilities aren't enough, Natsu enters his strongest mode yet, Fire Dragon King mode. In this form, Natsu has access to techniques only the most powerful of dragons could wield, such as the Demolition Fist and the Fire Dragon King's Roar.
At his strongest, he could wipe out exactly 973 soldiers.
Oddly specific number.
Massive explosions so big they could wipe out a whole
Or was it
town.
just that there were
Natsu's raw power
973
is
people there?
extraordinary, both magically and physically. He's strong
Could it
enough
be
to
more?
lift an enormous stone slab several times larger than himself. Comparing this stone to Natsu's height and compensating for the density of the stone, it's likely this block weighs about 135 tons.
Talk about never skipping arm day. He's also fast. He's fought in multiple battles where he's moved faster than the eye can see, putting him well over 9,000 miles per hour.
And when fighting
Alright.
opponents even faster than him, Natsu has used his keen
pretty damn
observational
fast.
skills and indomitable willpower to predict their moves and defeat them. He's pretty clever in battle, which is surprising given how headstrong and stubborn he can be.
Like any real fighter,
Yeah.
Natsu prioritizes offense over defense, running in guns or, I guess, arms blazing.
Except this impulsive approach to fighting often leaves massive amounts of collateral damage in his wake. Remember how we mentioned his firepower could wipe out a whole
Yeah.
town? Well, sometimes that's not completely intentional. In fact, this hasty attitude may be his greatest weakness.
Nah, his greatest weakness is how easily he gets motion sick. Put him on a moving car or boat.
That's a
he'll
fair
be
point.
falling in a matter of seconds. That flying cat following him around should start carrying vomit bags.
Yeah, that's one of the stranger downsides of Dragon Slayer magic. Natsu's dragon-like senses can overload his semicircular canals, creating a feeling similar to vertigo. But more importantly, Natsu has a bad habit of burning through his available magic rather quickly.
Yeah, but who cares? He can just chow down on some tasty flames or lightning to replenish his magic.
Just one problem. Consuming any fire or lightning that Natsu has created himself will not replenish his reserves.
Huh. Oh well, Natsu's still a badass. He really is the
Yeah,
Fairytail
but
Guild
going up against a
for
fire
whenever
user,
things go
he has
south.
plenty of
And
other
he
fire he can
continues
eat.
to fulfill his old dragon dad's wish of making the world a safer place by setting it on fire.
Now, I'm wondering, one thing I don't know is there a limit to what Natsu can actually consume?
Wealth.
We'll
fame,
see. Maybe.
power.
I don't know.
Gold D. Rogers,
All right.
king of the pirates, obtained this and everything else the world had to offer.
And then he was brutally executed, leaving everyone to run off searching for the king's long-lost treasure, the One Piece.
However, unknown to most, Roger left behind an heir, albeit unborn. Terrified the Marines would execute Roger's son as well, the child's mother held her pregnancy for a total of 20 months. 20 months!
Holy mother of hell!
What?
How does that even happen?
Sheer inconceivable willpower. Though she died in childbirth, her last act was to give her newborn son his name.
Yeah.
Portgas D. Ace.
Only in fiction.
After, Ace was adopted by an old acquaintance of his father, Monkey D. Garp, and raised alongside Monkey D. Luffy and his childhood friend Sabo.
Over time, Ace, Luffy, and Sabo grew very close, considering themselves brothers and together forging a lifelong pact. They would forever live life as free as possible.
And for Ace, that meant following in his father's footsteps. It was the pirate's life for him.
Ace was a natural on the sea, thanks to his incredible strength and combat aptitude. He quickly learned his way around the ocean, becoming the captain of his own ship in just a year's time, and eventually joining the ranks of the deadliest pirates around. He even claimed one of the world's most sought-after treasures, a devil fruit.
Yeah, one of those things.
If you get yourself a devil fruit, you get yourself a superpower. In Ace's case, he ate the flame fruit, which, guess what? Granted him the power to create and control fire. But with new power comes a buttload of badass new ways to kill people. Get this guy's gun hands are actually handguns.
I mean, I guess that's accurate. That would be Ace's fire gun ability, and it's just one of many attacks that
That's a pretty cool
Fairytail
attack.
provides.
Man, I love my gun leg and all, but now I think I really need me some gun hands to go along with it.
Boomstick, sometimes I really wonder about where you came from.
The front door, like every day. Come on, Wiz, pay attention.
Anyway,
Whatever.
these fire abilities are what earned him the nickname Fire Fist Ace.
Because he can turn his punches into blazing balls of red-hot fire. Forget gun hands, give me some of that.
Manipulating fire comes easy to Ace. He can conjure up enormous pillars of flame so intensely heated they can incinerate enemy projectiles, acting as a sort of fire shield.
He's also got some really
All
weird
right.
names for his attacks, like Firefly, Fiery
I saw
Dog,
Saint
and
Elmo's
Saint
Fire.
Elmo's Fire. Man, when did Elmo become a saint?
No. Actually, that's referencing weather phenomena where plasma appears to discharge atop a pointed object. Ace's version is not like that at all. Instead, he conjures up two
Yeah, I'll
javelins
bet.
made of pure fire and hurtles them through enemies, burning them inside.
Oh, they're saying fire a
I'm
lot.
gonna go with his version.
Firefly and Fiery Gull is a combination attack, where he creates several small balls of green plasma which surround a foe before detonating in a massive series of explosions.
He does have one attack with a really cool
That
name, though.
sounds pretty
Oh, what's
cool.
that?
Crossfire, you'll get caught up in the crossfire. Crossfire.
Of course.
I remember, I had
However,
Crossfire
Ace's most
before.
powerful attack is undoubtedly his Great Flame
Then
Commandment.
when you lose the balls and you get
It's a pretty big name for what is
too much of a
essentially
hassle.
fiery spirit bomb. But good God, if you see that thing coming your way, don't even bother trying to run. You dead.
There's even more. See, the devil fruit Ace discovered was of a rare breed, a Logia fruit. Because of this, Ace also gained the ability to transform his entire body into fire.
When he's in flame-on mode, physical attacks pass right through him like he isn't even there. And if his fire body is somehow messed
Okay.
up, like someone dropping a giant candle snuffer on him, his true human body would be totally unaffected.
Actually, since receiving this power, Ace has only been badly hurt by other Logia users wielding an element with an inherent advantage over fire, such as magma or water.
Man, it's like he's invincible.
In a way, but it's not an automatic defense. Ace must make the conscious decision to transform his body.
But thanks to his blindingly quick reflexes, he's able to avoid almost any attack. He can even react quick enough to avoid a shot from a sniper.
In this instance, he was reacting to the gunman in view. Assuming this gunman was professionally trained, Ace would have needed to react in about a quarter of a second.
But who needs speed when your fire fist can blow apart 5 ships all at once?
Considering ships like these would likely be constructed of teak wood, to accomplish this, Ace would need to hit each ship with at least 15,000 pounds of force per square inch.
So getting hit by Ace would be like getting hit with a wrecking ball. And when he throws more fire into the mix, he can wipe out an entire town.
Ace's last extraordinary
Alright, so he could do that too.
It has little to do with fire at all. If there's anything he inherited from his mother, it's his insane willpower and endurance.
He once fought a karate fishman for 5 straight days. Man, with that endurance, he's gonna make some lucky lad or lady real happy someday. Or, I guess he would have if he didn't. Oh, hey, heads up. Huge spoiler warning in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, he's dead. Like, totally dead.
Like many Logia users, Ace
Oh.
grew cocky in his ability to avoid being hit. In
That is
fact,
a huge
he practically
spoiler.
forgot what pain even felt like. And so, despite all of Ace's fantastic feats, his most impressive was when, for once, he chose to take a hit, sacrificing himself to save his brother, Luffy.
Damn. Would you do that for me, Wiz?
Oh, sure, of course.
You're a goddamn liar.
I can't allow that. I'll take care of this on my own.
All right, quickly, I'm gonna say,
once and for all.
But first,
I don't-
this talk of chowing down on some scrumptious flames is making me hungry.
I don't know. I
Man
mean,
who likes a good home-cooked meal,
Ace seems to have a
going out
lot
to
of power
buy or
behind his
cook my
fire.
food is a hassle. If only there was some way food could be brought straight to
I'm gonna
me.
still say Natsu,
Boomstick introducing Blue Apron. The
unless
#1
I'm just
fresh
forgetting that
food
there's a
service
limit to how much he can imbibe.
using only the freshest ingredients.
how much can he
to deliver the
actually
kit of ready-to-cook
take?
meals straight to your door, along with easy-to-follow instructions.
Plus, the ingredients are perfectly proportioned, so it cuts down on waste.
So-
you're using the right amount. On top
I
of that, you can
can't-
log into their website and select the.
I'm still just gonna say
that sound
Natsu.
good to you. Like the crispy.
They didn't
savory
mention anything
potato
yet as far
salad
as
with pickled mustard
he can
seeds
only
and
take so much fire
cream.
in.
Plus, it does feel rewarding cooking new and exciting meals right in your own home. But don't just take our word for it. We want you to try it.
But I would
Because
think
you're
at some
watching
point
Death
he
Battle,
would
you
get
can
stuff.
free
He would get
meals
full,
free
but
with
I don't
free
know.
shipping by heading to blueapron.com/battle.
Seriously, you will love how good it feels and tastes to create incredible home-cooked meals with Blue Apron. So don't wait. That's blueapron.com/battle.
But right now, it's time for our death battle!
Okay, let's get started.
Hey, you, thief, come back here.
Stole some food.
Give that back, or you'll have to deal with me.
Looks like he chose to deal with you.
That's it. I'm gonna mess you up.
Fire! Fire!
Fire Dragon Sword Horde! Wait, are you seriously made of fire?
Sunflare!
Time to turn up the heat! Fire Dragon King's Roar!
Alright.
Fire Dragon King's Demolition Fist!
Fire Fist!
Not bad, hotshot. But you can't even touch me.
Fire Blast!
Oh no.
Fiery doll.
Yep, there it is. Inhale the fire.
Wait, are you seriously eating fire? Try eating this!
Doesn't need to eat it.
Like I said, you can't touch me.
I'm not trying to. Lightning Dragon Fire Mode! Lightning Fire Dragon Roar!
Ah! That's right. Use the lightning against its
All's
fire's
well
weak
that ends
against
well.
it.
KO!
Ew. That's a
Alright, called it.
One.
This battle was anything but clear-cut. Natsu
burned
held the
it.
advantage in speed and strength, and Ace trumped him in endurance and defense. Still, neither held an advantage so much that the other couldn't keep up.
Both were mostly immune to each other's fire attacks. Because fire is Ace's only real weapon, this means he really didn't have anything that could kill Natsu. Natsu was definitely strong enough to put Ace down, but with Ace's intangible fire form, Natsu couldn't even touch him. So, sounds like a stalemate.
Very nearly. Luckily for Natsu, he had an ace in the hole.
Hey, thanks for
Natsu has had far more combat training than Ace, and is known for using his superior senses to study his opponents and take advantage of their vulnerabilities.
My curses can change anyone stupid enough to touch me into a living bomb. No matter what I try, this human just consumes my curses. He might even be stronger than he was when this fight started.
When Ace realized Natsu could eat fire, he had to become more liberal with his true physical form to avoid being consumed. And this was what Natsu was counting on.
Being faster than the eye can track, Natsu was more than quick enough to get a good hit in up close.
A perfect opportunity to use a fast, deadly elemental weapon Ace's body wasn't immune to. Lightning.
It's not like Natsu was gonna run out of magic or anything. I mean, there's freaking fire everywhere.
As his speed, strength, martial
arts... Fair point. So I guess there isn't really much limit mentioned.
All Natsu needed was one good shot, and he made it happen.
In the end, Natsu was too hot for Ace to handle.
The winner is Natsu Dragneel.
Naturally. Have to end it with those puns.
I'm Venom Is, and stick around, we're about to announce who fights next time. And if you want to watch exclusive commentary on this episode, click that little box, sign up for a first membership trial. It's a great way to support the show.
Alright, next time we've got Sub-Zero versus Galaga. I know Sub-Zero. Never really played him on Mortal Kombat, but I always preferred Scorpion as far as Mortal Kombat characters go, if you're going to use one of those masked ninjas. Alright, well, moving past that one. Don't have any clue about Galaga? Shit, I don't even know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. So, that went about as I expected. I mean, the only doubt that I had was that possibly Natsu might get full, or there may be too much fire for him to actually eat. But apparently that didn't even come into play in this issue. So, I hope you all enjoyed that. I finally picked the winner again. I think I was wrong last couple of times. And, yeah. So I want to thank you all for watching. Like I said, hopefully you enjoyed that. Be sure to support the original. Link is in the description below. And I'm going to end this one here. Until next time. Take care. Bye.